Hey, Rick Chapo here with DMCAagentservice.com. Today we are taking a look at another DMCA topic, specifically how to select a DMCA agent. Now, I'll obviously have to address the obvious here. We are a DMCA agent service, but I promise this is not going to be one big sales pitch. We'll provide you with some valuable information and even how to get an agent that isn't us. Let's just back up here. The DMCA, why is it a wonderful law for website and business owners? And the answer is because it provides you with immunity from copyright infringement claims based on the content uploaded by your users. So again, immunity, absolute immunity, 100%. You cannot be found liable for monetary damages if one of your users uploads something that is considered copyright infringement. That is incredibly valuable. Copyright infringement is probably the most common legal claim we see online. Now there's a catch, and the catch is you must follow a compliance process that's detailed in the law. It's very simple, not difficult at all. You can do a search on Google to find out information on it. There is a book for sale online called the DMCA Handbook, which explains it, has forms. You can go to our website, DMCAagentservice.com, and we have articles on it. Not a big deal, not a big problem, but you want to make sure you understand it and you follow it. Now, part of that process is you have to designate an agent, a DMCA agent. And this is the person who's going to be listed on your website or app to receive copyright complaints. So copyright owners see something on your site that they think infringes on their copyright. They're going to prepare something called a DMCA takedown notice, which is just basically the complaint. And then they're going to submit it to the agent. Now, the agent also has to be registered with the Copyright Office, and the agent's information will be included in a database that the public can access online. So basically, all the agent's information is publicly available in multiple places. But you need one. So who can be the agent? Who qualifies? Well, the DMCA doesn't place any limitations on it. It could be anybody. But there are some practical considerations. So if a complaint comes in, a copyright complaint comes in, under the DMCA, it must be dealt with, quote unquote, expeditiously. And the courts have suggested this means between 24 and 48 hours, including during weekends and holidays. So your agent should be somebody who is responsible and is not a procrastinator and can deal with these issues over weekends or holidays. It's very, very important because if you wait longer than that 48-hour period, you start running into a potential claim that you have waived the immunity. So if you select somebody as your agent who takes a week or two to forward a complaint to you, you are in serious trouble at that point because you've almost assuredly waived the immunity and you could be sued for copyright infringement. Not a good outcome. For a lot of people, maybe you own your website or your app yourself. You don't have any employees or partners or what have you. Can you designate yourself as the agent? The answer is yes. However, almost nobody does this. And there are a lot of reasons, but there are three, let's say, key issues that you need to take into consideration. First, remember when you list the agent information, address, phone number, email are going to be there. So at a minimum, you're going to have bots that come out and copy all that information, either out of the Copyright Office database or off of your site or app. And you're going to be added to marketing lists. So you're going to get a ton of spam email. You're going to get a ton of sales calls. Your mailbox is going to be stuffed with marketing materials. All that information is going to be sold to, I don't even know how many companies, and it's going to be abused. That's just kind of the nature of the game there. And then we have the issue of privacy, which is, if you work from home, do you want that information out there? Do you want some quote unquote fans showing up at your house? Stalkers, there's some weird people online. Even if you have an office, do you want your name out there? Because, with some sites, there really isn't a person that's associated with the site. It's just a business. So with our site, DMCA Agent Service, if you go to the site, my picture's not on there. Nobody's picture's on there. It's just a site and a service. And so if we, in theory, would we want the owner's name or face on there? Probably not. And so you have to take that into account. And then the third issue with this area is, how can I put this? There's some weird people out there. because we represent quite a few different groups as their agent. We get some submissions that they're not even complaints. They're just bizarre. So I'll give you an example. We received a complaint once. Well, it wasn't a complaint. It was just correspondence about one of our clients. And on their site, they had a blog post about the abbreviation LOL, laugh out loud. And this person felt that LOL was a secret symbol of Satan. And the site was actually demonic in nature, but it was subliminal. And it just kind of went downhill from there. But what they really wanted was to really, really, really know who the owner of the site was and where they could locate them. Yeah. So as the agent, we informed them that, unfortunately, we were unable to release that information to them, and they would have to go find some other demonic site where they could do whatever it was they were going to do. But, obviously, if you list yourself as the agent, then those kinds of people are in direct contact with you, and that's not generally something you really want to deal with. What about third-party services? So obviously there's our service, DMCAagentservice.com, $70 a year. Our information is listed as the agent instead of yours. There are a couple of companies that compete with us. I think they're also about $70 a year. It's not a big difference. If you have a lawyer, your lawyer sometimes will act as the agent because their big hope is that if you do have a copyright problem, obviously you'll turn around and talk to them. Some attorneys will not because they think it's a conflict of interest situation, which attorneys have problems with, and they try to stay as far away from them as possible. But those are two different options. What about just not designating an agent? Really bad idea. Really, really bad idea. The reason for that is courts have actually looked at that situation, and in every single situation where there is no agent that's registered with the Copyright Office, the courts rule that the DMCA immunity is waived, meaning it's terminated. You can't take advantage of it. The most famous case in this area was Hollywood Fan Sites LLC case. It was a parent company with two subsidiaries, and I think they ran a total of about 4,500 celebrity websites. And these sites, visitors could come and upload content about celebrities. So, of course, they're uploading photos and videos and God knows what. And the three companies got sued by a professional photographer who specialized in celebrity photos and saw his photos up on some of these sites. And the court looked at the DMCA agent issue with these three companies. And one of the defendants, the parent company, had actually designated a DMCA agent in a timely manner. And the court ruled that that company, was blessed, if you will, with the immunity. And so they were immune from monetary damages. The problem was the two subsidiary companies had not designated agents. And the court ruled they had waived their immunity. And so they could be held liable for the copyright infringement and the copyright infringing acts of the visitors who come to the site and uploaded all these celebrity photos. So that was a very, very bad outcome for those two subsidiaries. So whatever choice you make, if you're trying to comply with the DMCA to take advantage of that immunity, make sure you designate somebody. Make sure you register them with the Copyright Office, and make sure you follow the rules and regulations in listing them on your website or app. The DMCA immunity is a beautiful thing for you. Take advantage of it. So that's it for today's topic. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, well, give us a thumbs down. If you have any questions or comments, post them below and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you're interested in DMCA topics, please consider subscribing to our channel so that you can see many of the future DMCA videos we're going to be publishing. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.